Erik Ten Hag preparing his Manchester United side to face Leeds for the second time in 4 days. He's off to Ellen Road this time after Jadon Sancho rescued a point for them at Old Trafford. Let's hear from the manager now, who's been speaking about the impact of injuries on his team.
It's not easy. You have to replace some players, so the routines are not there. That's obvious. So we had the combination over the right last week was really well with Aaron and with Anthony, and now was a new combination. In the holding midfield position, we have to bring another player there. On the Christian Eriksen falls away, so the whole midfield construction is new. Yeah, that takes time to get in the routines again, and that takes games, and and that was obvious yesterday. But still, I think then we played quite well. But both starts killed a little bit our game.
Thank you. Samuel.
You said the other day that Alejandro Garnacho's development had been somewhat unexpected. How would you assess the way he's played since the World Cup?
I think he's doing well, and he has an impact on our game. I think he's a threat. Also yesterday, he had good actions, was lively, created chances, but had to score. And finally, it's about that you have an effect. And as a striker, you have to be on that list, the scoring list, assist list, key action list, to have the right impact. And of course, we expect him also to do the other stuff, but that is the base stuff is also important. And if you can't do the others, the extra, and then you have to do that so that is your base function. But at Man United player, we expect you to have an impact, to influence the score, to influence the result, to influence a positive influence on the game by scoring goals and having assist.
Neil.
And when he came off last night, he seemed quite frustrated. He seemed to when you were trying to console him or explain, he seemed to click his hand as if to dismiss you. Did you notice that?
No.
And he seemed very frustrated when he came off against Palace as well. Does he have to, he's only 18, he's only starting the game, does he have to calm down a bit and understand these are decisions you have to make?
But I don't think it's about that he doesn't understand the decision. It's quite emotional. That is his strength. He's bringing in the game. He wants to win. He wants to play football. He wants to, and he doesn't want to miss any minute. And I think that's a good thing. He's totally convinced about himself. That's a good thing. You need that to the biggest stress factors that you have to perform, and he's doing. And he wants to contribute till the end. But he accepts decisions. And team is always above everything, and I think he knows that. And I think, when he's coming off that emotion and that frustration is not against that, that he's not accepting it.
And you've always been very positive about the way he runs with players. He always seems to have a very positive attitude and isn't afraid to try things, which can always make a difference in a game.
I think have to. All the players have to be brave, and what you say, to try, as long as it's in the interest of the team. And that is what he's doing quite well, but because he's taking players on, and he's outplayed them, he's creating chances. From yesterday, he should have scored.
Last question, Peter.
Erik, good afternoon. 2 big European nights coming up in prospect against Barcelona in the Europa League. Fresh reports today, though, of a European Super League, a new structure. Where do you stand? Are you an advocate of the fact that European football has to move on and has to change, or are you a traditional supporter of the Champions League?
I'm aware of the dynamic, what's going on in international football. But if I see if they're coming up new ideas, I have to have a look in it, and then I will make an opinion. So I'm not aware, because we're playing so many games in this moment, and we have to develop this team. We have some problems with new players to bring in, so that's where my focus point is, and therefore I need all my energy and about new European competitions. Other people in this club I will have a look in it and will inform me if the time is there. And if the moment is there, we have to make maybe decisions, but decisions is up to the club.
But the current structure, though, no real issues with it as far as you're concerned?
I think the current structure is good, but I think there will always be initiatives to make it better, to make the football better. And I think that's what life is. I think people always want to construct better, but which is a good thing, because if it's in favor of the football, it's always good.